Sway in the morning, Shade 45. Man, this is what it's all about, this music business. I grew up loving it. Tracy G, I'll share this story with you because
Yes.
When I grew up in Oakland, California in the 70s, whenever we went to bed, my mother would put on the Commodores, Earth, Wind, and Fire, some Teddy Pendergrass, some real nice soulful funk type music, some George Clinton. Sometimes we partied to sleep. And I really started to love the culture. And then also as I started getting older and got into hip-hop, we were discovering by digging in the crates artists that people weren't privy to, weren't familiar with. And by the time I got to radio, that became my objective, is to try to be a part of people who are on the rise, that are extremely talented, catch them in the beginnings before the world knows, or help the world get to know who they are.
Right.
And 2 weeks ago, I believe it was, when I was at the Grammy weekend, my good friends over at Empire asked if I would come on board as a Bay Area-based company and help be a host. And, of course, it's the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. So what I do, I fly out there to be a host. And I was like, I'm not familiar with a lot of the artists I'm going to be introducing, just going to tell you. So I'm going to try to do a quick study. And one of the artists I was told I was introduced to goes by the name of IYLA. And my good friend of mine, Brian Sampson, who works with Empire, first job he ever had was promoting a Sway and Tech record back when we were just kids, fledglings, trying to break into the business. Pulled me aside and said, bro, wait till you hear her. We are here for the Grammy weekends, and she's going to perform. But next year, you might very well see her perform at the Grammys.
Damn.
That's how great she is. Brian is one of the best radio promoters the business has ever seen. So I only could take his opinion with a grain of salt. No, I'm joking. But it was when Tina Davis came to me and said, yeah, I've been working with her. And Tina humbly said, let me know what you think. Mm-hmm. I think she's incredible. Tina has never brought something to us, to the table, that I didn't think was incredible as well. Whether it was Seven, whether it was Chris Brown,
yep.
The list goes on. And when I saw this young lady perform, first of all, there's an interesting concept behind the performance. But when I heard her open her mouth, I knew that next year, I think I'm going to be coming to the Grammys for a different reason. And invited her to come perform, or just sit and talk about her music with us today. The one and only IYLA is here.
Welcome.
IYLA.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be here.
Where you from?
I'm from LA.
Oh, you from LA?
Mm-hmm, the Valley. I'm a Valley girl.
What part of the Valley?
I grew up in Woodland Hills. Now I live in North Hollywood.
Where'd you go to school?
I went to high school. I went to Champs Performing Arts High School in Van Nuys.
Oh, so you were already on path for this?
Yeah.
Yeah? Were you
Yeah.
performing since you were a child?
Yeah, I danced most of my life, actually. I majored in dance in high school, too.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I kept the music thing on, I'm a little shy, so I had to wait till I was ready,
You're a little shy? Are you? We'll come back to that shy comment.
Grew out of that phase.
Yeah.
I know the Valley. I'm familiar with the Valley. Where's your? I love the color of your hair. Where are your people from?
Thank you. I'm Irish and Italian.
Irish and Italian.
Yeah, my
Okay.
family came in just a couple generations back through New York.
Through New York?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And kind of came over to the West Coast, but yeah, Irish and Italian.
So you come from a family of immigrants?
Yeah.
Okay.
A few generations back, yeah.
Okay. Where did you learn to sing? Were you trained or did it just come naturally?
I wasn't trained. I actually come from a really musical family. And my dad was a choir director in church and really kind of molded me to listen to certain artists and singers, and he really wanted me to have that background since I was 2 years old.
Okay. Who were some of those artists?
Ooh, Nina Simone, India
Yes.
Arie, yeah, Aretha Franklin. I think he really wanted me to listen to artists who not only spoke truth lyrically and stuff like that, but also just had strong, powerful voices.
Not
So I'm grateful for that.
not thin, nasal,
Yeah.
made for radio only
Yeah.
voices.
And
Okay.
also
Yeah.
with all of those names, they're not known for their surface appeal. There's some artists,
Exactly.
particularly women, where when you hear their names, you just think of their look.
Yeah.
And then maybe the third thing you think about is their voice.
Yeah.
Right.
That's so true. That's so true. He also always had me listening to George Michael. who was, just so dynamic and, as well as
Right.
those women, And so that was really cool to kind of have that type of education on music from a fan of music.
Right.
And
what about your mother?
My mom is super creative, but not musically. My dad, like growing up, my dad would be like, please don't sing to her. Like, not have my mom sing me to sleep. Yes. She'd sing me to sleep. He'd be like, please don't, because that pitch, like, she's going to pick up on that.
Dang. Didn't want you to assimilate.
Yeah, but she's super creative. She's a photographer. So, yeah, it's creative all in my family.
Yeah, I see. How many siblings you got?
None. I'm an only child.
Oh, damn it.
Wow. She got all the love.
Only
All
child.
the love.
Yeah, we got 2 only childs up in here.
Really?
Yeah.
God. Be a
damn.
DJ Wonder.
Shit, I hope you
Okay.
don't become a diva.
Oh, my gosh.
That's
I don't
not in
even
you.
know what it's like to have a sibling. I can't imagine. But I have a lot of cousins, so.
You got a lot of cousins. What
Yeah.
does your name mean, IYLA?
IYLA means moonlight.
Okay, and what language?
Yeah. In Hindi.
In Hindi. So is this your birth-given name or?
No,
another?
my name's Isabella.
Uh-huh.
And so IYLA was kind of something I came up with to kind of have almost like an artist identity. Like kind of, that's my music. It's who I am. It's kind of what I've built, like with my producer Cadis and our sound. It was kind of like I put that name with that to kind of represent
I
that.
like that. IYLA. Okay, that's
IYLA.
original.
So if your sound were to change and evolve, would you be tempted to change your name with it?
That's interesting. I feel like as an artist and as a person now, I'm IYLA. Like
Right.
IYLA's almost who I became in the last couple of years, finding this sound and this person, Just as a young woman, I think, but you never know.
Suspense.
This person has a purpose too, which I found interesting. I was telling Tracy earlier today about your performance, and I remember going backstage before I was about to introduce you, and I wasn't looking at all the people that you had with you that was going to be on stage with you.
Yeah.
All right, and so I didn't realize that they were all topless.
Yeah.
Okay, so
They were.
so I didn't look at them. So I saw you.
Yeah.
All right, and then when I saw, I just turned my head immediately. I don't know if you noticed that, and I didn't even greet the other girls properly, But I
Yeah.
just didn't. I got a daughter, man. I didn't want to get my eyes caught
Right.
up.
Oh, my
But then I
goodness.
thought about it, like, well, maybe that's one of the reasons why she has them topless, and I don't know, some to bring some normality to it, or maybe to raise our attention to something else. And when I saw the performance and I saw the young lady standing behind you, and they all looked like they had signs in their hands.
Yeah, they had signs.
Can you explain to me? And they were all topless. How many people were on stage with you?
I think it was about 10 girls with me on stage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was an important moment for me. I think I grew up in a family of activists. And so to see, I really wanted to have the signs kind of represent. I was just at the Women's March in January, and there's nothing like that feeling. Like I had chills the whole time, the whole march. And it's just so important to me. So, human rights. And so to have them out there with their signs, a lot of the signs had my lyrics on it. Like I
Okay.
take back my power, And so to me, it really represented just the strength of women, and also, and the topless thing is really about owning you, whether that is modest or, whatever, whoever you are. And that specific, having them topless was really just about like taking back your power and, kind of owning your sexuality, whatever that is, and that's what that was about
That's
for
what
me.
that was about.
Yeah.
And this is the person that says she was shy, but not on that stage.
Oh my gosh.
I heard
Yeah.
when you first connected with Empire, I heard that you came in and did a performance in the office.
I did.
And how did you do that performance?
I did that performance topless.
Wow, girl.
I did. I came in. I have a lot of hair, so I walked in like that. I felt like, sometimes as an artist, it's like, what are you gonna wear? What are you gonna do? And to me, it's always about the music. That's where it started. That's what I want to be known for. And so I just was like, I'm just going to put on some Adidas pants, some boots, and just wear my hair and just be me. And so I went in the office and performed for everybody. It was amazing. The energy was crazy in there. It was like 30 people, but it felt just beautiful.
Was that also maybe inspired by Alanis Morissette at all? Because
Yeah.
as I'm thinking about that image, I remember she had her long hair covering her chest.
Yeah, there's a lot of, I'm just a fan of music in
Right.
general, like all genres. And I just love like these strong women who just represent who they are.
Hell
So
yeah.
totally.
DB's over there. He's just staring at you.
Damn, man, don't make me a creep. Jesus.
Listen, she didn't come topless today.
I'm waiting my turn to ask a question patiently, all right? I'm not like a fucking pervert
He was
over
looking
here.
at her in the eyes.
Exactly.
Oh, my
Thank you, Tracy.
goodness.
He's
Yeah.
looking at her hair.
Yeah, Jesus. So anyway, my question is me and Sway were watching the Shampoo video, and I
Yeah.
know that you pay tribute to Chester Bennington and
Yes.
Chris Cornell and Alexander McQueen, and I know that suicide is a main theme within the video itself. Now, was that just a tribute to them, or was there some more of a deep-seated sort of like association within yourself, or maybe an experience that you wanted to, pay tribute to them?
Yeah, the Shampoo video, it was definitely a tribute to them. It was also, I think it's a lot of things, and it's also for people to kind of find on their own. But for me, the video was really about, raising awareness and getting people to talk, especially young people hold back a lot, or you feel like it's wrong to talk about things like depression, suicide, and stuff like that. But I think the more we talk and the more we bring that up, people will feel healthier, And also, for me, it was about not only the people who are struggling, but the people around who are just standing by. It's like, ask your friend, ask your daughter, ask your mother. Are you okay? Are you healthy? Do you feel okay mentally? So that's really what it was about for me. Like the whole video, the guy is, I'm in all these scenes with this guy and he doesn't even see me.
You're just laying
He's
in the
on his
bed.
phone. Yeah, and doesn't even see me. My legs are dangling. He's not seeing the pain. He's not seeing me. So it's kind of about that for me.
You directed that video, or
I didn't. So
Uh-oh.
so I work with an amazing guy, Embryo. He's a
Okay.
creative director. He does all the visuals, and so he's
he came up with the
incredible.
concept.
He did.
What a name.
Listen,
He did.
He knocked that out the park. Y'all
Yeah.
gotta see this video, Shampoo. I'm gonna play the song and then we're gonna come back and ask more questions. 888-742-3345. I want the citizens to call in and tell us what you think of this woman's music, IYLA.
Sounds so good.
You can follow her at IYLA Blue. That's IYLABLUE. And you have this EP that's out called War and Raindrops.
Yeah.
And for the love of mankind, I was trying to figure out. I like riddles, so I was trying to figure, why did she call this War and Raindrops? And when I started listening to the music, I came across a song called Flowers that I kind of internalized because of what I grabbed from this meaning behind flowers. You can't just keep bringing flowers. That's so cliche. You make up for the pain and make up for the damage.
And they
Right.
die quickly.
Right.
then,
Yes, they do.
If anything, bring seeds and start watering them, bitch.
Damn, Tracy.
Amen. Yes.
Tracy's had problems with this. Is that the issue?
Yeah.
Like, because as a man, I would always, that was my first go-to. I just send her flowers.
Yeah.
And that doesn't work. Like, I
Yeah.
thought they said every woman likes flowers.
Yeah. I feel like.
She's like, yeah, no.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, no.
No, that doesn't work. Because
I just feel like, to me, the song is really like what you said. I think it's like, don't do me wrong and then try to bring some flowers to make up for it. Like, bring yourself.
Yeah, has that happened? Because I've seen the theme, even in the Shampoo video, when the guy is laying next to you, he's not even paying attention to you.
Yeah.
And Flowers, the guy is just bringing you the same shit to make up for his wrongdoing.
Right.
Is this from, this has happened in your past?
Yeah, definitely. And I think, to me, it's like, I'm at the place now where it's like, just be real, like just be a human being. I'm real, like just talk to me, And so that's kind of what the song is about.
That's what it's about. So War and Raindrops, you can't just keep having war and raindrops?
Yeah, so actually I wrote Flowers with this amazing, super talented guy named Y2. And he actually wrote that line. And so when we were thinking of like the EP title, I was like, it's got to be War and Raindrops because it's so weird. And, I just felt like it really described it. So basically it means like, the war is like the hardship of a relationship and the hardship within yourself, the war that we feel within ourselves in a relationship, right? And then the raindrops is kind of like the relief, like the cool relief to the war. And so it's kind of the up and down, both sides types situation.
The balance.
What shit is this, man? I make love sound so complicated, man.
It's complicated.
Sometimes it is.
We can't just like each other or not. There's got to be all that.
It's got to be War and Raindrops.
Got to be War and Raindrops.
Yeah.
I like that. Why you shaking your? You taking it personal, right?
Yeah, man. I'm never buying flowers again.
Dude, I bet you can't buy flowers no more.
Shit.
After this song blows up, the sound of this project is really appealing to me. The way it's mixed, the layers and the production, the continuity, not just with the music but with the visuals as well. You have a producer partner too, right?
Yep.
He goes by the name of
Cadis. Yeah, Cadis is amazing. We've really built this whole thing together over the last few years, and we got to find a sound and really like own it, and it feels really great.
I know Cadis. from Audio Push, and that's a group that we help,
Yeah, we
promote,
them.
big them up, the whole nine. I'm so cool with them that in my daughter's high school party or whatever, she had a end of 12th senior party. I was able to get Audio Push to come perform on my daughter's. It made her
So
look
cool.
so. Man, she had Audio Push performing at her high school party. Those kids didn't know what hit them, and it made my daughter look so cool. So I'm forever indebted to Cadis for that, man. So whatever you need, dog. You need some flowers? You good? All right, cool. Let's play flowers, and we're gonna come back. Hopefully I'll be able to convince her to sing a little something.
Please.
All right, y'all want to talk with Isla? Call us. Yo, citizens, we playing you something today that in about a year you're going to go, oh my gosh, they told us.
Yup.
Oh my gosh. Similar to, I remember when Big Von first broke LMA. Big Von in the Bay started playing LMA and people weren't recognizing what she was bringing to the table, and then he ended up breaking the record. And then this year, I think, did she win a Grammy?
Yeah,
Yeah, she
absolutely.
won a Grammy this year.
Same along with her.
Same with her. We had her up here.
Before she was her.
Shit,
Right.
Before she was her.
Still going as Gabby Wilson.
Yeah. So
She's so dope.
Yeah, 2014. And being that, I need to see y'all on tour.
Ooh, that sounds good.
That would be incredible.
The three of y'all. Ooh.
I'm down.
You down for that?
Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yes.
LMA.
I would throw
her.
Alessia Carr in there too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Leslie
she's
Carr.
yeah,
Yes.
she's amazing.
The four of y'all. And Paula, what we doing? Tina, what we doing?
Working on it.
Let's get it. Let's get that going. Give it a nice, cooler name. You know what I mean? It'll work out. You need a male host. I'm there.
Yeah.
If you need a female host, I'm here.
Okay, that makes more sense. All right, let Tracy do it. Damn it, I was trying to get in. Damn, so how are you, man? You get more exposure than more and more exposure. What's that like for you?
Yeah, it's pretty surreal.
Yeah?
Honestly, I think it's an adjustment.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I can't believe that. I mean, of course, it's what I hoped for, but I can't believe how many people connect to the music. And I always post stuff like, if you're, whatever you're going through, hit up my DMs. And so I get these amazing DMs about connecting to the songs, especially Power, and so that's just so cool.
Power. You wrote that.
Yeah.
Okay. What is break down the concept behind Power?
I think Power. When I wrote Power, I was pulling from my own life, but I was really pulling from a lot of lives of women around me. And so for that one, I think it's really just about, owning who you are and not being afraid of taking back your power.
Man, that's enough. No, we don't give them everything. We're not going to give y'all everything.
Buy the EP.
Buy the EP. Stream it or whatever they do.
Yes, please.
Just
War,
listen to it.
War and Raindrops. That's the name of it. Isla is her name.
Just don't buy her flowers.
Presents is free.
IYLA Blue. Follow her on social. We got Ilmi on the line from New York. Is it Ilmi? Is that your name?
That's my name, Sway.
What up, Ilmi? It's Ilmi, baby. Hey.
Ilmi.
What's good?
Man, I just wanted to bring this talented person to the airwaves and give us one of the first chances to hear her. What do you think of her?
I am honestly, to be seriously honest, I love music. Music is my favorite thing to listen to. It's an amazing escape, and listening to that track, it blew me away. I'm not even joking.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was driving and I was screaming at Siri. I was like, "Hey Siri, download whatever the hell is playing on the radio right now."
Playing to work.
Ilmi, you a citizen.
Sway in the morning.
There you go. Yeah, man. You got to give them what they want, Isla. Got to give it to them, right?
Yeah.
Have you met anybody that starstruck you yet?
I don't know. I feel like that I was starstruck by. I don't think I have. I feel like, to me, there's a lot of people that I would want to meet. There's so many people who I have respect for. But I feel like, I just have, just respect for people. Like, I just want to meet them and get to know them on a human level. You know what I mean?
Level. But has anybody that you appreciate their work come up to you and say, yo, I really like that, what you're doing?
Yeah, even like at our, I did a showcase last night here in New York, and there was a lot of radio people there, and just everybody, like people who aren't artists, you know, people who are in this industry, PR and stuff like that, who really just showed so much love to me. And like, I have the best team ever.
Yeah, you do.
Like, I can't even, like, I have the best team ever. So I just feel lucky. Like, I feel blessed.
You would definitely. I'm glad you appreciate it, because I know why your team is great. I know those folks that you surrounded yourself with and what they do, what they done for many artists, what they've done for this music business. All these people, you got the top of the totem pole right now.
Creme de la creme.
Woo, you can't screw this up.
No. I'm super lucky.
No, but you literally can't screw it up. They won't let you. Yeah, they'll pull your ass aside and be like, hey, listen, Isla. I don't think they're going to have that problem with you. We do this thing here on Sway in the Morning, Isla, where when we have artists that we really like come up on the show, we want to give them something different than what they could find anywhere else. You understand that? Now, normally it would be an MC, and I would say, welcome to the Valley of the Hyenas. But in this case, you're not a hyena. All right. So what we got to rename the valley for?
What do you think? Like a female, like violent animal or something? Like
okay. All right. Okay.
But what's one with a good voice?
Okay.
But I don't want to say bird. I don't want to call her.
Call her a bird? Isla's not a bird.
That's not
bird?
right. That's not right.
You don't want to be a bird. That's not good in the hood.
Maybe not.
The hawk or
the hawk? Valley of the Hawks? Valley of the Doves?
What's your favorite animal, Isla?
An elephant, but that's not what I want to be called.
Valley of the cheetahs.
Valley of the cheetahs.
I like cheetahs.
You like
we love
cheetah?
cheetah print. You like cheetah
Yes.
print?
Yeah, I'm down.
Okay.
They're strong.
Welcome to the Valley of the Cheetahs. Okay, all right, we didn't got the sound effect for that. All right, DJ Wonder, drop a beat on her.
Yes, Isla.
Volume control right there on that knob. There you go. Sway in the Morning. Sing your name, Isla. Sing it. Whoa. Keep that beat going for a second. Can you say? Can you sing? I'm about to use you right now. Can you sing? Play with you listening to Sway in the Morning and just kind of vamp with that, however you want to. Okay.
You're listening to Sway in the Morning.
Shit, Isla, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, what the hell was that? Wonder made the grimace face, like, ooh. What you think of that, Wonder? How that sound, man?
Very nice. I love the tone of your voice. It's like, it's pure. It's like folky. It's not like a lot of current R&B it's out now. It's very muted, and the beats are muted and everything. Everybody sounds like they're doing like weirdo, like pronouncing words wrong just for the effect. You have a very straightforward voice. It's nice.
Oh, thank you so much.
She being true to herself.
Yes, indeed.
You know, those folks are copying a style. You know, they're not being true to themselves. So when that style goes out, what else? What happens to them?
Yeah, I can't be anything but myself.
There it is. I'm not mad at that. Tracy, what's up? She's in Georgia.
Oh, I was like, you already know what's up. This is my girl.
Tracy, oh, that's your girl now.
Tracy in Georgia, what's good?
You there, Tracy?
Hello.
Okay, hold on, man.
Hello?
Yes. Good morning. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Doing well. What do you think of this young lady, Isla?
My name is Tracy. It's Prissy. This Prissy.
Oh, Prissy, how bad? My Prissy. I apologize, but let's get off that. What do you think of Isla?
I just the truth, man. She's the truth. You the true artist, and like Sway said, you and her and Ella May, y'all need to go on tour together because you the real truth. You true to yourself, and I love your song Power. I just heard you. This is my first time hearing you, and you the truth. Hey,
Thank
Tracy
you so
G.
much.
What up, boo?
Okay. Hey, Tracy, you a citizen.
Sway in the morning. Prissy.
Chrissy, I'm sorry.
Chrissy.
My bad.
gosh.
Chrissy, you're a citizen.
Prissy.
Don't try to buy her flowers. No.
I'm going to send you
Prissy,
flowers.
I got you, man.
Prissy.
Yeah.
Oh, Prissy.
Yeah.
I'm going to send you flowers.
Don't do it.
All right. Listen, IYLA, this is great having you on the show. I just want you to stay because I know you about to hit this. You about to skyrocket. So I'm not
Yes.
sure when we're gonna see you again. But you know, when you win that Grammy, man, you doing that long list of shout outs. You know, they don't cut you off. Go ahead and shout out the team here over at Sway in the morning.
I got you.
You got
Thank
it?
you so
All
much
right,
for having
cool.
me.
Nah,
It
much
means the
love.
world to me.
Continued success. Okay.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so
We're gonna take your calls. You have any comments on today's show? 888-742-3345.